Amazing. Marilyn Hawes, after her fantastic debut on Plank of the Week last week. People, I'll tell you what, Marilyn, you have been the most popular woman ever on Plank of the Week. People go, it's absolutely brilliant. They particularly liked it when you walked off the set. and the cameras that crashed to the side. It was absolutely brilliant.
I had my jeans on and not just nothing from the waist down.
Thank Christ for that. Do you remember during COVID, there was they used to do those number 10 briefings, and once they listened to, Beth Rigby and then Paul Mason and then Robert Peston, about half an hour later, they'd go around the room. And there was a guy from The Guardian who was on Zoom at one point. He got up and he was in his underpants. He stood up to fix his computer and he was wearing underpants. It was brilliant.
It's another Mandelson moment.
I think Mandelson was with him, actually. I can't say too much more. But listen, before we start, I just want to play you this, because this woman, Jess Phillips, is one of the most annoying women in politics, right? Have a look at this. This is her talking about safety for women and girls. Sorry. I don't like to use the word bullshit, but I'm going to. Have you ever seen Keir Starmer doing anything to stop violence against women and girls? No, of course not. Jess Phillips is talking absolute cobblers, isn't she?
It's total tosh, absolute tosh. Honestly, the woman shouldn't be in post. She's absolutely dreadful, honestly. I mean, I first have to say, I was laughing so much at your previous items that I had to go read my makeup because I was laughing so much about Jeffrey from Play School, whatever it's called. Absolutely. It's so true. It was so true, those last few minutes. I have literally and I've nearly thrown up listening to Jess Phillips. What a load of gosh. So I've got my boxing gloves on this morning, Mike. I've got my boxing gloves. I'm taking no prisoners over that odious, despicable, creepy little shite, Sadiq Khan.
He's like, you have to put the old cross, as the sign of the cross up when you talk about Sadiq Khan, and I know that he won't like that because obviously he's not keen on the old sign of the cross. But Easter's coming, any chance of a crucifixion?
Can we nail him up there then? Because quite honestly, it's just dreadful. I mean, I just despair. He's another liar from the Labour Party, isn't he? He goes on about he didn't know about all these exploited girls and people. Was it 9,000 of them in London? Or was he walking around with his blindfolds on when he's probably so short he can't see what's going on, really? I suppose that's the problem.
Yeah, you can't see over the table.
Can't see. He probably sits under the table because he's so tiny. He's like a little dwarf. But, honestly, it's absolutely hideous that he's come out and lied and then made a statement yesterday that he's going to hold the Met Police to account. No, hold yourself to account, pal. You have failed about 9,000 people that we know about. I didn't see it. No, London's the only place that doesn't have rape gangs. What an idiot. He clearly doesn't know how they work. You go round to any of those, how many big mainline railway stations are in London? That's a gift to any of these exploiters. What about the tubes? All about that. One of the worst places is around Westminster.
Well, if he took a trip down to Victoria bus station, which is not a million miles away from where his office is, he would probably see quite a lot of exploitation going on, quite a lot of victimisation going on, and quite a lot of really, really unfortunate-looking young people, men, boys, and girls who are getting preyed upon by scumbags who know exactly where to find them. Because if I was a scumbag and I was a predator, I would go straight to Victoria Station and go, oh, hello, how are you? I'm 13 years old, I've run away from home. Really? Why don't you come with me? Everybody knows where they are.
I know, of course they do. And also, I was on, what was I on yesterday? Talk TV, and I was on GB News about, and this isn't new. This is not new news. Oh my goodness, the vape shops around Birmingham. Well, hang on a minute. Predominantly, Birmingham is full of Muslims, and migrants and what have you. And yes, of course, who buys vapes? Youngsters. There's a thing. A sweet shop to kids, and underneath they found under a counter written translated from Urdu about we can have sex with these kids because if they can't pay the vapes they have to pay us in sex. Well, there's nothing new in that. get a grip with what is actually going on endemically across this country.
Yes.
It is hideous, barbaric, medieval on an industrial scale. And from the top down, the Labour mayors, the Labour councillors, and don't tell me that he's done anything, because it's not just violence against women and girls, as you rightly say, Mike, it's the boys as well.
Yeah.
He's just an embarrassment. He shouldn't be in post any more than Starmer should be. No, never hear Keir.
No, exactly right. And I mean, the idea that he is still here, Keir, is extraordinary, isn't it? I mean, after all of the stuff that's happened, topped off this week by his acknowledgement that it was his fault that Peter Mandelson was given the job, even though he's previously said, he lied to me. I didn't know he was a scumbag. I didn't know he was a paedophile enabler. I didn't know that he was a friend of a paedophile. Well, yeah, actually, you did. You did know that. He's now admitted that he did. How the hell is he still in post, as they say?
Well, anyone that had a moral compass, which he doesn't have, any more than Jess Phillips or any other of the hideous people. Shamana Mahmood was my other plank of the week. She's another one. Right. I mean, they're just not fit for purpose.
What a great job she's doing stopping the boats.
All the money we're paying the French, and they stopped one boat. Oh my goodness,
I know.
Because they can't get their feet wet. I mean, it's ridiculous. But I mean, I just despair. I honestly do. I mean, if he had a moral compass, any conscience, anything about him, he would resign because he'd been found out lying. I mean, he's not credible. What does this look like on the global stage?
I think somebody's just sent a very funny message there, which I have to say is possibly misogynistic, but can we have it again? I'm having a fiver on Jess Phillips in the 3:45 at Cheltenham. Nay, 1,000 times nay. Listen, we can get away with it here on YouTube though, because nobody cares. But listen, but how can we have so useless a government, so hopeless a team of leaders supposedly, who just cannot do anything but lead us into the bleeding, down into the gutter? It's awful, isn't it?
Well, it is dreadful, but he's a globalist, isn't he? He's, as I said before, he's a communist. He wants a caliphate across England. That's what he wants. He wants the votes. He wants the power. So he's creeping up the backsides of the Muslims. I mean, he really is. And they can get away with murder, and they are, because the judges aren't, they're equally woke, aren't they? I mean, and again, I tell you what, there was again two-tier policing again, or whatever, two-tier courts. Some judge put a man in prison for 20 months because he wrote a social media post that was perceived to be hate crime, just like Lucy Connolly, yeah? Meanwhile, another judge, who is a Muslim judge, there was a 14-year-old girl that some Muslim had raped. This is in England, right? And this judge accused the girl of basically being provocative because she had some of her hair under her, whatever you call it, big scarf thing, that was sort of emanating, and therefore she deserved it. And he got off. He shouldn't be.
He got off.
Judges like that should be kicked into the long grass.
Yeah, I know. And that's in this country, right? And that is the problem, isn't it? And then we go, it's his cultural upbringing. I couldn't give a stuff.
I couldn't give monkeys.
Throw away the key.
I mean, and somehow they were going to ban a march in London and all of that. I mean, hate crime. Look what goes on in the mosques. Look at some of the imams that are actually preaching about, what they can do to white girls and why white girls are the scum of the earth and all of that. They should be exited. But do what's the name is in what's the name? The Italian Prime Minister, right?
Oh, Giorgia Meloni. Yeah, she's great.
Off you go. Off ski, bye.
Nice looking woman as well, and I don't mind saying that for all red-blooded males out there. She's actually an attractive politician. There's not many of them about, makes Jess Phillips look like a horse. Sorry.
You don't think Jess Phillips is? You don't think she's a goer?
Now, listen, 3:45 at Haydock. Jess, the thing is, right, it's Mother's Day coming up on Sunday. Now, I you wouldn't want to get... I'm reading that out.
Flowers. I have 4 of the little darlings.
Have you? Are they going to be coming round on Sunday?
No, they're taking me out.
Because you've told us before that in your xenophobic village that you live in, your kids are all woke, right?
Yeah. Honestly, I think I've negated my invite if they ever tune into the Mike Graham show and see me.
Yeah, they'll be ashamed. But do any of them still live with you? We've got a.
No.
They've all moved away. This is the poll. The poll today is who has got the best mother, right? Is it Eugenie and Beatrice, who are of course the daughters of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor and Fergie? We got Brooklyn Beckham. We got Archie and Lilibet from the horrendous, ghastly, horrible, Harry and Meghan. Harry! And then we got Big Mike's kids. And some people have said, is that you? Or is it Barack Obama's wife you're talking about? So, anyway, apparently Big Mike's kids are winning. What are you doing for Mother's Day?
Me? I have no idea. Well, they have to talk to me because I'm being asked to babysit on Saturday night, so they've got to be pleasant to me.
Oh, okay. So there'll be some Mother's Day action. Will there be some of them will be there then?
Oh yeah, one of them lives in Bermuda, so that she won't be there, but hopefully she'll send a bottle of something or other to Mummy. Yeah. That'll be nice.
Very nice. Yeah, I've got my two youngest. The one who's in Manchester is coming down to see his mother on Sunday, so I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to see him though. I might because I'm going to leave before he gets there, and then the other one will be there as well. So she'll be all right. But it is mad, isn't it? The whole kind of there's loads of Jess Phillips jokes coming in, by the way. It is mad, isn't it, though, that being a mother, I think, is one of the most underrated and most unrewarded jobs that anybody can have. And to be serious for a minute, let's say this, because I think this government and many governments have never understood parenting. They've never understood that people have families and they need money. They need to not be taxed. They need to be looked after. They need to actually be, properly recognised as doing a really, really great job raising the children, the adults of the future, if you like.
Exactly. It's the hardest job you'll ever do.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, I had 4, I lost 4. So, and my last batch that I had.
That was a bit careless of you. Sorry, just kidding.
It was twins. So I had 4 children under 5.
Wow.
And it was really hard work. I look back now and I realise actually it was absolute chaos. It was actually really funny. And they are my absolute joy. And I, however hard it was, the more you put in, the more you get back later on. It is an absolute job of complete self-sacrifice. I actually like teenagers. I think they're quite funny. I think too many parents take them too seriously. So I would save the bombs for when it really mattered. If any of them ever lied to me, oh my goodness me, they were in absolutely deep shite because I can't stand lying. I actually took my daughter's pony away from her, sold the pony because she was lying. She was hanging around a couple of young lads that were drug dealers and she was lying. Right. So she was only 14, so bye-bye Polly, off you go to another horse farm. She's never forgotten it.
It's brilliant. Yeah, but that's what you've got to do, right? As a proper mother, you've got to do it. Listen, Marilyn, as ever, brilliant to see you. We've got a couple of super chats coming in. Somebody said they'd love to have a long lunch with you, which sounds quite dangerous, actually. This super chat from, Alessandro. Marilyn, the kind of girl you'd love a long lunch with. I think that's true. Thank you very much indeed. One from Laura Jane. And this show is brilliant. Somebody else, I think, sent one in saying, I'm laughing so much, I forgot to order breakfast.
Yes.
But listen, brilliant to see you. Have a lovely Mother's Day. Enjoy it.
Have a lovely one.
Oh, here we go. Marilyn was an absolute hoot on last week's plank. If you haven't seen it, it was one of the best ever.
Yeah, well worth a while.
People are actually still watching it now, a week later, because it was that funny. Brilliant. Listen, Marilyn.
Coming down for Plonk of the week as well. So
no, you must do. Yeah, no, you've got to do it. And you might want to book yourself into a hotel, though, because when we did it yesterday, and by the time we'd finished, none of us could walk very straight. And I had to go out for dinner later with Donald as well, which ended up... We were supposed to be going out for a cheap meal, right? I ended up paying because we ended up co-opting a few other people. I ended up 400 quid. So, it wasn't a very cheap night out. Anyway, listen, great to see you. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks for having me on. Thank you.
Marilyn Hawes, brilliant. Also,